ABC, this is World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Good evening. The deadline has come and gone. The Iraqis are living on what President Bush calls borrowed time. It is no longer whether the war will start, but when.
This month marks the 25th anniversary of Operation Desert Storm, a coalition forces campaign led by the United States to liberate Kuwait. Only 10% of the 512th Airlift Wing's members now were serving in the military during that time.
Our active duty brothers left, and we had a bunch of reservists that never been activated, had no idea what to expect, had nothing. They were scared to death.
One of them is Senior Master Sgt. Ralph Ritter from the 512th Maintenance Squadron. He had been in the service 10 years already when the war started. He was an Air Reserve technician working as an aircraft electrician and says he wouldn't trade that time in his career for anything.
It started, and from that first day, there were 67 days in a row that I worked straight, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Chief Moffat told me I had to take a day off because I had worked too much. So I went back to another 53-day stretch after that one day. But we had so much work that you didn't have time to do anything but work. It always looked like we had a full ramp, but airplanes would come and go, and as soon as a parking place was empty, airplanes would be taxiing in. When we were on the flight line, you got a chance to eat, you grabbed a sandwich in one hand and a wrench in another and kept right on working, because there was no leaving work. And they just kept coming, kept fixing them, and they kept leaving. It was times of my career that I probably enjoyed the most because we were so busy. And actually being activated for as long as they were was the best thing for the wing. Had it not been for the 512th, we couldn't have moved airplanes the way we did, flat out. If it wasn't for us, the Air Force would have been dead in the water. When a pilot comes out and says, "Hey Ralph, this thing ready to go?" "Yes, sir." And he takes your word for it. Saying a lot. That's the best part of my career I've ever had. Wouldn't trade it for anything.